Hello, my name is Rachel and this is my channel, The Girl with the Pilates Mat, and a very warm welcome to today's class. So today we're going to be doing a 40-minute Pilates workout, and this Pilates workout is going to emphasize movements to strengthen your back and improve your posture. It will be a full body workout, but our focus today is really improving posture and strength all the way through our back. All right, so if you're ready, let's begin. Okay, so we're going to come down onto the mat, and what I'd like you to do is start kneeling. We're just going to warm up with the very basic cat-cow just to release the spine. So let's have the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and imagine you're shining a light out of the crown of your head. So your head's not hanging down. We are utilizing our back in this position. Now keep those elbows nice and straight. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, think of pulling the tummy muscles in towards the spine and then tucking under, really emphasizing that stretch of the lower back. You can let the head drop down, but I want you to think lower back from the waist down to the tailbone. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, and then reach that tailbone back out. And as you do, press into the hands and really extend the upper back. So now the focus is between the bottom of the ribs and the very base of the skull. Deep breath in, exhale, tucking under, lower back stretch. Inhale, exhale, reaching out, upper back strength. Deep breath in. Exhale, tucking under, lower back stretch. Inhale. Exhale, reaching out, upper back strength. Two more, deep breath in. Exhale, tucking under. Inhale. Exhale, reaching back. And last one, deep breath in. Exhale, tucking under. Inhale. And exhale, reaching back out. Well done. Okay, so from there, I want you to come and lie down on your mat. And let's continue mobilizing the spine, warming up the spine. So bring your feet quite close to your bottom. Find that neutral position, so that's those three bones aligned, hands down by your side. Draw your shoulders back. Take a deep breath in. Breathing out, I want you to tilt that pelvis towards you. Press into the feet. Find the stretch in the thighs and then start to lift up. So think of shining the light from your hip bones upwards. Take a deep breath in. Breathing out, softening through your chest, slowly coming down through your spine and onto your mat. So take a deep breath in. Breathing out, tilting the pelvis, pulling the abdominals in, lifting up. Try and find the stretch, because what we want to do is stretch the front of the body. That's it, releasing any tightness in that body. Inhale there. And exhale, slowly coming down. So we're really trying to move segmentally through that spine. Deep breath in. Exhale, drawing the abdominals in, closing the ribs, finding the stretch, and then pressing up. Just check those feet are pressing down. You can feel your glutes working. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back. Deep breath in. Exhaling to tilt. So we're already strengthening the back doing this. So really working on the hamstrings, the glutes, the lower back particularly. Inhale. Exhale. coming back down. We're going to do one more deep breath in. Exhaling to tilt and peeling up. Inhale to hold and exhale, slowly coming down through the spine and back to your neutral position. So we're going to work on core stability now, really, really important, okay? So I want you to put your hands on those 3 hip bones and check they're all equal, they're all on the same level. So we're not tipping back or forward, not tipping down on the right or the left hip. Okay, and then once you've done that, you're going to leave the hands there as you reach your right leg out. I want that leg in line with the hip, so it's not crossing, it's in line with the hip. And the knees are pretty much in line as well, can you see? Then take your hands down by your side. Keeping your pelvis still, I want you to reach the right leg out to the right without letting your body go. Okay, so this is where we're really working the core. If you're unsure, you can place your hands back on your pelvis to check it's not tipping. So we inhale out, exhale back. Inhale out, exhale back. Inhale out, exhale back. One more. Inhale out, exhale back, and then place that foot down, extend the other leg. So same idea, we're keeping our pelvis from moving. That's how we're going to strengthen the core, the hip and the glutes. So we're going to inhale out, exhale back. And you'll find one side easier than the other. And coming back. Inhale out, exhale back. Inhale out, exhale back. Inhale out, exhale back. Last one, inhale out and exhale back and bring that leg down. Well done. From there, let's lift those legs into our tabletop position. Draw the abdominals in and think of flattening the bottom of your ribs down so we've got everything engaged there. All right, take your arms out to the side, palms up, spine twist. So we're going to inhale, taking the knees over to the right hand side. Keep your left shoulder blade on the floor. Exhale to come back. Other way. Inhale over and exhale back. Inhale over and exhale back. So this is mobilizing and loosening that spine. Really good if you're feeling a little bit stiff in the back. Just work with what feels okay for you. We're trying to keep upper body still and back. 2 more. Self back down. All right, let's warm up the abdominals a little more. So interlace the fingers, hands behind the head, elbows open. I want you to take your legs a little further away. All right, and really focus on keeping your pelvis still. So we're going to take a breath in. As we breathe out, little nod of the chin, and then we're going to float the chest up, keeping the pelvis from moving. So we're really trying to control that core. Inhale and exhale, coming down. I want you to really find the depth in the movement. Inhale. Exhale. Think of pulling the tummy muscles in and trying to aim those tummy muscles towards the bottom of your rib cage at the back. Inhale and exhale to come down. Just 2 more. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale, lower. And deep breath in. Exhale to lift. Inhale, hold. And exhale to lower down. Well done. Now let's bring those hands back down by your side. Bring your feet back in. And now we're going to do a similar movement but in a different position to work the back. Okay, so we're going to take a deep breath in, pelvic curl, exhale to tilt and lift yourself up. Now take a moment to really stabilize through the whole back of the body. You don't want to be sagging down here, so think of pulling the abdominals in, tilting the pubic bone up and really using your bottom muscles to hold you there. You're going to reach your right leg back out, just as you did in the position on the floor, and then you're going to inhale, take the leg out to the right and back. You won't go as far, out and back, out and back, out and back. One more, out and back. Bring the leg in. So you can see how much harder it is. You're using all your back muscles now, so press down into those arms as you extend that left leg out. 5, well, here we go. Inhale, out and back, out and back, out and back, out and back. Last one, out and back. Bring that leg in. Take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. Come down through that spine. Bring the hands back up, interlace the fingers, hands behind the head. And let's do the chest lift with rotation. So you're going to take a deep breath in. You're going to exhale, nod the chin, coming up, coming as high as you can. And then we're going to rotate our chest forward and diagonally towards the right knee. And then you're going to come back to center. And we're going to go the other way. And back to center. Exhale, rotate. You right, boo? And inhale, center. Exhale, rotate. And center. Rotate. And center. Rotate. And center. Last 2. Rotate. And center. And rotate. And center. Reach your hands forward. Lift those feet up. And then bring those knees into your chest, stretch that back, and then we're going to do a little rock, not all the way up, and back down. Bring the knees in, rocking up, and back down. Knees in, rocking up, and back down. So again, this is to loosen up that back, get everything moving, and up, and back. Now see if you can go all the way up, all the way back, all the way up, all the way back. Good. Up and back. Up and back. 2 more. 2. 1. And then we're going to stay up there. Lovely. Okay, so let's have our legs out in front of us. And I want to go into the spine stretch forward. We're going to do the traditional exercise and then we're going to add an extension move for the back, okay? So let's have those feet about the width of the mat, toes pointing up, knees nice and soft, and reach your arms out. So you're going to start by really thinking again about pulling in and aiming those abdominals towards the bottom of your top or the bottom of your ribs. So it's a sense of a pulling in and up. Take a breath in, breathe out. Let's take the chin to the chest, rounding forward, pulling those abdominals in and finding that stretch in your back. So it's like you're slowly peeling off a wall. That once you get down, you can add on that little bit of stretch by letting the pelvis go as well. So go to wherever is your ultimate stretch without pushing yourself too hard. Take a breath in, breathe out, and let's come back up, all the way up. This is where we're getting the strengthening work because we're lifting up through the back. We're going to take the arms up, reach them out to the side, and then bring them forward. Take a deep breath in. Here we go. Chin to the chest, abdominals in, rounding down. Reaching forward. Find your stretch. Inhale. Exhale, slowly coming back up, restacking that spine. Keeping the shoulders down, we'll float the arms up, take them out to the side and bring them forward. Let's do one more like that. Deep breath in. Exhale, chin to the chest, rounding down. And then sliding those hands out, find that stretch. Inhale. Exhale, slowly coming back up. Floating the arms up towards the ceiling, out to the side and forward. Okay, so from here, let's add an extension. So you're going to take a deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to do chin to the chest, rounding down, reaching forward and reaching out this time, lifting your arms and trying to extend your back so you're coming into a flat back diagonal position. So tailbone to the fingers and then come straight up from there. Take the arms out and come back. Deep breath in. Exhale, chin to the chest, rounding down. Slide those hands out. Reach the arms up. Find that back extension. And then come all the way up. Take the arms out and bring them forward. You can feel this now in your back, can't you? Deep breath in. Exhale, chin to the chest. Coming down, reaching out. Find that lovely stretch and then lifting up, finding that stretch with the whole back of the body and coming up. Take the arms out to the side. Now we're going to reverse it. So bring the arms straight up, hinging forward with a flat back. Then we let the arms come down, the back can round, the spine can round, and we uncurl back up. Arms lift, they go out to the side, and then they go up, hinging forward. Reach, 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 reach. Take the arms down, rounding the spine, coming all the way up. Lift the arms up, take them out and lift them up to the ceiling. Last one, hinging forward. Good, see if you can hold it for a moment. And then down you go. Rounding up. Lifting up, taking the arms out to the side, bring the legs together, turn the palms to the ceiling, spine twist sitting, deep breath in, exhale towards me for 1, 2, inhale to center, other way, 1, 2, and inhale center, and center, and center, 1, 2, and center. 1, 2, and center. 1, 2, and center. And 1, 2, and center. Bring everything down. Rest those arms. Come onto your side. So the sideline work is so important for strength. The more you can strengthen the side body, that's also going to support your back. And the more we work that core, obviously that's going to support you as well. So let's reach those legs out. Reach that bottom arm out. Let's have the palm up. And this hand can be in front, but of course if you're intermediate, you don't have any issues with your spine, any scoliosis, you can place a hand here. Side leg lift. So we're going to exhale, calming up. Inhale, calming down. Exhale, calming up. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift and lower. 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 One more, lift and lower. Now bring your feet slightly forward. We're going to place a hand here because now we do want to be stable. We want to check we haven't sunk down here. So think of really lifting up here, pressing this hip away so you're constantly working all the muscles all the way around that spine. Now float the top leg up in line with the hip, and we're going to do our hip circles in this position. So we're going to take the leg forward, small circle, up and back, trying to keep your pelvis still. Forward, up and back. Forward, up and back. Forward, up and back. And forward, up, back. Bring it back to the center. Reverse the circle. Back up and forward. Back up and forward. That pelvis should be completely still. Back up and forward. Back up and forward. Back up and forward. And come back in. Well done. Come on up. Let's go do those 3 exercises on the other side. Okay, so lying down, reaching out, remembering to stabilize that pelvis, not to be here. We don't want our waistline on the floor. We want that space there because that tells you you are using those muscles, okay? Hand is here or here. Both legs are gonna lift. Lift up for 1 and down, 2 and down, 3, good, and lift, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Reach the legs out and then raise this top leg up. Bring the hand forward if you haven't already. Leg pretty much in line with the hip. We don't want it too high. Okay, so I'm doing small circles. We're going to go forward, up and round. We're doing it small because we want to work on the control through the core and the lower back muscles, because this is about strengthening your back. All right, it's not about how high your leg goes. It's about how strong you are. Good, 2 more. Forward, up and back. Forward, up and back. Come back to the center, reverse your circle. Back up and forward. Back up and forward. Back up and forward. Back up and forward. Last one. Back up and forward. Excuse me. Bring the legs together and roll onto your front. Okay, so going to start up on the elbows. Elbows pretty much underneath your shoulders. Can you see there's a sort of a straight line down? Now you've got to really think about here, trying to pull those abdominals away. And then what I want you to do is lift your eye line so you're looking slightly forward. And then you're going to try and bring your shoulder blades together at the bottom of the shoulder blades. So you're going to feel how your chest and your upper body goes towards the mat. You're then going to press into the shoulders and think about your shoulder blades separating. And you're going to go as far as you can. So we're now strengthening our upper back. Inhale, let those shoulder blades come towards each other. Exhale. Let them press away. Inhale, shoulder blades move towards each other. It's like you're trying to pinch a pencil between your shoulder blades. And then push away. Inhale. If you're wondering about your feet, you want them about a hip width apart. And last time. Good. Push away. Now try and hold that position. So you're really using your arms, your shoulders, your upper and mid back muscles, and single leg kick. So we're going to do kick, kick, reach the leg out. Other leg, kick, kick and reach. Kick, kick and reach. And we're trying to do this without moving our upper back. So that's where the strengthening is coming in. And kick, kick and down. Kick, kick and down. Kick, kick and down. Kick, kick and down. And kick, kick. Now no space. So we go kick, kick, switch, kick, kick, switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. Kick, kick and kick, 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 kick and kick, kick. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Reach those legs out. Now see if you can press into the heels of your hands and come on up. I want you to separate your legs so they're a little wider. Okay, just to give you a little bit more space there in that lower back. Really pull those tummy muscles in. And then bring yourself all the way down and bring your hands around. And I want you to start with your right hand on top of your left and your forehead on top of your hands. Our legs are turned out. Okay, so that's just going to work your bottom muscles a little more. Shoulders are relaxed. So working on our back, we're going to take a breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to press the hands down, but lift the forehead away from the hands. Eye line's going to stay down. You're going to think about length through your neck. You're not going to be able to go very far because we're restricting you by keeping the hands on the floor. And lower back down. And the idea is we're really focusing on the upper back. Deep breath in. Exhale, pull the tummy muscles in. Think of really lengthening through the neck. Think long neck, shining the light out of the crown of your head. And come down. We're going to do 2 more just like that. We're going to layer up soon, so focus on the technique. Exhale to lift. Feeling those abdominals kicking in. Inhale to lower. And exhale to lift. And inhale to lower. Now leave your right hand where it is and reach your left arm out to the side. So now we have just the right hand under the forehead. The left arm is in line with the shoulder. We're going to do the same lift. So take a breath in. Breathe out, draw the abdominals in, lifting up, but this time the hand is coming with the forehead. And back down. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. So we're working the upper back. Exhale to lift. And if you're feeling this in your lower back, tuck your pelvis forward. It means you're overworking your lower back and underworking the upper back. You're going to come here, come back down, and you're going to swap over. So left hand under the forehead, right hand out. I'm just going to hover above the dog because I don't want to wake her up. Okay, so from here, exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Shoulders down. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. And exhale, lift. Sorry, I'm laughing because my dog's dreaming. Inhale, lower. We're going to bring both hands in. And this time I want you to put your left over your right, and we're going to lift with both hands under the forehead. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift. Think of spreading wide across your back. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Shoulders down. Inhale, lower. And exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Push yourself up and come and sit immediately on your bottom We're going to just round the back a little just to release everything. And we're going to do that by doing our half roll backs. So you can have your legs bent or straight, whichever way you normally do your roll up. Okay, it's up to you. We're going to have the arms out. We're going to take a deep breath in, and then we're going to exhale. We're just going to draw in and tuck under. Find that lovely stretch. Okay, but also you're working, as you can see, the core, not coming all the way down. Inhale. Exhale. I want you to come up, reach over, take a little stretch. And then reach back up. Now, if that's too much on your hamstrings, do it with the knees bent like so. You can have hands here or even under. Deep breath in. Exhale, drawing in. Coming back. You want to feel it here in your lower abdominals. Inhale. Exhale, coming forward and stretch. Okay, so do whichever version you want to do, whatever feels right for you. Exhale, coming back. Inhale. Exhale, coming forward. Have a little stretch. And up, we'll do two more like that. Exhale, coming back. Inhale. Exhale, coming forward. Little stretch. Last one, deep breath in. Exhale. And coming forward. Well done. Hand back up. Super. Okay, so let's have those feet apart, width of the mat. And we're going to do some lovely movements now, which are going to be core and back. Okay, so we're going to reach the arms out. We want the arms in line with the shoulders. And think of spine stretch forward we did earlier. This time you're going to rotate to your right. So your chest is kind of in the same direction as your right leg. Then you're going to round the spine and you're going to do your spine stretch forward, but going down on that right leg. Okay, keeping your left hip, left bottom cheek on the floor. Deep breath in, exhale, rolling back up through that spine, and then bring yourself to the center and then over to your left. Deep breath in, exhale, rounding, coming down. Reaching out, remembering we want to really feel equal weight on both sit bones. Inhale, exhale, coming up and center. We'll do that once more each way. Inhale, exhale, rounding, coming down, keeping the sit bones nice and steady. Just take your stretch to where you want to go. Inhale, exhale, coming up. Center over to your left, deep breath in. Exhale, coming down. Finding that stretch. Inhale. And exhale, coming up and center. Now bring those legs together. We're intermediate, so we're going to do the roll down, but we're going to do a similar approach. So you're going to rotate to the right, just as you did, but this time the legs are together. Draw the abdominals in and you're going to roll down. If you're able to go all the way down, do, but you want to be emphasizing just on the right side of your spine. Once you're down, you're going to bring the arms around over to your left, like a little circle, and you're going to roll up the left side of your spine and come back to center. Then we're going to rotate left, roll down, left side of the spine. Once you're down, arms circle around, rolling up, right side and center. Now, if that's too much, you can go halfway. So you go right, you come down, you bring your arms over to the left, and you come up. All right, so pick what works for you. Don't be afraid to challenge yourself, but equally if it feels too much, go with the version that works best for you. Coming up and center once more each side. Right, rolling down, all the way over, coming up on the left and center and left, all the way down, coming around, coming up and center. Well done. Okay, so you're going to come up now into a kneeling position. Okay, and you can mirror me. So we're going to take that arm out. We want that knee underneath the hip. Okay, we're going to have a nice little stretch now. All right, so I want you to think of hands here for a moment, tummy muscles in, ribs in. You're feeling the stretch already here. This is about releasing tension in the pelvis that pulls down on the back. And then you're just going to sit back as far as you're happy to go, depending on how that knee feels. That's going to increase that, oh yes, increase that stretch and come up. So you're going to come back and up, come back and up, and come back and up. You're going to reach this arm out and this arm up, and we're going to do a stretch over and back, stretch over and back, stretch over, side stretch and back, and stretch over and back. Bring that leg in, take that other leg out, find that position. Okay, draw everything in, here we go. Sit back to wherever feels good, find that stretch and push up. So this is also working the hip and the glute on that left side or right side, depending on which way you're doing it. And up and down and up and down and up, reaching out, stretch over, side stretch. And back, side stretch, and back, side stretch, and back. Last one, side stretch, and back. Now we're going to bring ourselves in. We're going to finish with the hip flexor stretch, okay, because tightness here will really cause a lot of issues with the back. So let's have the right leg out, tummy's in, and then we're just going to do that gentle lunge forward. You're trying to find the stretch here. Okay, so we want to pull the tummy muscles in so we're not arching the back. If you're not feeling it, your option is to take the left hand up and do a little side stretch over to the right. You can also take it slightly back. I need to go back to find my stretch here. We're stretching the psoas. Okay, so just find the stretch in your body, wherever you feel you need it. Your body will always tell you what it needs. You just have to listen. Good. Well done. Little hamstring stretch. Pop those hands down. Flex that foot. Send that tailbone out. Good. Walk those hands forward and then change legs. So lifting up, think of that lunge forward. You do your stretches, boo. All right, and if you need to, opposite hand up and then side stretch over. So you're stretching over towards the side of that knee. So if it's left knee in front, you're stretching left. You might want to go slightly back if you want to really deepen and intensify the stretch. And then bring the arms down, fingertips down, coming back into your hamstring stretch. Always think tailbone out, back upright. So we're not rounding that back. Good. Deep breaths. Take the hands forward, take the legs back, tuck the toes under. And now let's just lift up into our up stretch. Okay, push away from your hands, send your tailbone to the ceiling and try and get that deep stretch through the back of the legs, but also the shoulders. And then lower the heels, get that stretch through the calf muscles as well. Walking those feet forward. Bend those knees, take the weight and the pressure out of your hands. Let your head hang down. Take a deep breath in and then breathe out. Let's roll up to standing. Slowly does it. Once you're up, take a deep breath in. Exhale, roll back down. Knees soft. Inhale. Exhale, coming up. Last one, deep breath in. Exhale, rolling down. Inhale. Exhale, coming all the way up. Roll those shoulders down. And there you are. That is your session for today. So thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget to press the like button. Please do subscribe. And if you can, please come and support me over on my Ko-fi page. All the details will be down below. All right, so take care. All the best, and I'll see you soon. Thank you, everyone. So I am still here because this is one of our live stream classes. So if you have any questions about today or your Pilates practice, this is the time to do it. I always try and make sure I give you at least 10 minutes after each of my live classes so we can just have a little chat about how things are going. All right, so I'm going to come and sit down, leave Boo to carry on sleeping, and let's see, excuse me, how everyone is today. So this was our first Friday back after our after our summer break. So let me know how that was for you. That was an intermediate class. The focus was very much on working all the muscular structure that is going to improve your posture and strengthen your back. And it's not always the obvious things that do that work. It's a combination. And of course, Pilates is body conditioning. So it's about conditioning all the muscles in the body, the big muscles and the little muscles. They all work together to create that really good posture. Now, if you're someone that does have issues with your posture, you'd like to improve your posture, really think about repeating these workouts, because I spend a lot of time putting them together and being very kind of focused in what they're targeting and what the purpose of them is. And if you find that this appeals to you and posture is something you want to work on, then do think about doing the session 2 or 3 times a week for at least 6 weeks, so you can really get the benefit and see the improvement in your muscular structure. And I know many of you know this stuff, so I'm already preaching to the converted to some extent, but if you don't repeat the exercises, if you don't repeat the sessions, it's very hard to get the benefits. So if it's a particular thing you're working on, whether it's strengthening your knees, your hips, whatever it might be, repetition, 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 practice, practice, practice will really improve your strength, your mobility and your flexibility in those areas, okay? And of course, if you are a regular Pilates practitioner, then just making sure you do at least 3 sessions a week. I like to do a minimum of 4, so that's at least every other day. So I don't kind of worry about whether it's Monday or Friday. Obviously, I'm working with you guys anyway, but for my own practice, I always make sure I try and do something at least every other day. Most times I'm doing something every day, okay? But you want to kind of aim for 3-4 times a week. Then you will really start to feel the benefits in your strength and mobility, your flexibility. after about 4 months. About 10 to 16 weeks is when you really start to feel it. And if you see any videos online that promise you're going to feel it after one session, it's not true. You know, our bodies are organic. They need time to grow. They need time to change. The muscles need time to grow. And of course, if you want to improve your muscle strength, you must be making sure that you do have enough protein, because if you're not eating the right things, you're not going to get the full benefit of any exercise, whatever that may be. So I do talk about this a lot, and I have written a blog or two about it, and I have talked about it excuse me, also on Instagram. I'm just going to have some water, sorry. Protein, 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 very, very important. You want every meal that you have to include protein. So please think about that. It doesn't matter what the protein is from, whether it's meat, fish, vegetable, plant, but do try and improve your protein intake, because that will really help you build but also maintain your muscular strength as you get older. And for older people, sort of 60 plus, well, I always think women from perimenopause, really, it's vital. So that's anywhere from late 30s to mid 40s. You want to be looking at really having at least 0.75 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. For my age group, so I'm over 60, it's 1.2 grams per kilogram. That's a guide that we've recently had out here in the UK, and I've certainly noticed a difference by increasing my protein intake, not only in my kind of muscular strength, but my ability to maintain the muscle tone. So very, very important. Anyway, I wasn't going to talk about that today, but somehow we got onto that subject. Just a quick heads up before I go to the chat. Monday, I am going to be doing a Pilates session, which is a request from one of you, and that is Pilates for clicking hips or snapping hip syndrome or just clunky hips. And I know lots and lots of you have written to me and put messages in the chat about feeling clicky in the hips when you're doing your Pilates, and what does it mean and what do you do about it. So Monday's session will be a 20-minute session, and it's going to be focusing on how to deal with clicking hips, what are the right kind of exercises to do, what to add to your routine to really reduce that clicky, snappy sound. And just so you're aware, it's nothing to worry about. All right, it is something that will be good to address. It's sometimes called dancer's hip. It's sometimes called runner's hip. It's essentially a problem on the hip flexors. Okay, so we're going to be doing a lovely session for that on Monday. And next Friday, I'm going to do a resistance band class. So I'm just going to grab my band. Resistance band, ideally with a longer band. So this is a 2-meter band. I prefer using these because they work really well for your legs as well as your arms. The shorter bands, not so good for the legs, can be a bit tricky for some people. But that is also a request, and that is a resistance band workout, but it's going to be knee friendly. So it will be a strengthening class, it will be a challenging class, but we're going to make it friendly for the knees. Okay, so that's what's coming up next week. And of course, on the weekend, on Sunday, if you're on YouTube, you will get next week's playlist. And if you're part of my Ko-fi community, you will get a preview to that playlist later today. Okay, because that's what I'm going to go and work on as soon as I finish this chat. Okay, and just a little reminder, now we're back live. I don't charge for any of my classes, so I do need your support. So if you can donate here on YouTube, or better still, go over to my Ko-fi page and sign up and donate monthly, you're going to be supporting this channel and all the content that I make. All right, and I've always said I won't charge for an app. I'm not going to have an app. So I need your support. I need you to support me. Okay, so do think about that. Whatever you can afford, whether it's £3, $20, £50, whatever you can afford per month. Think about what you would pay for a Pilates class in your area and maybe judge it on that. Some people donate when they actually take the class, which I think is a lovely idea. Excuse me. Autumn is here and my throat's really got a little bit scratchy this morning because it's quite cold outside. But yeah, if you think about what you pay for a Pilates class in your own area and judge it on that, and then you could literally do the class and then do the donation thinking, oh, I paid Rachel for today's class. So that's the idea of my Ko-fi page. Ko-fi is a British site that you can pay via Stripe or via PayPal. So you can be anywhere in the world and donate. All right, on to the chat. So just to let you know, there was about 80 people doing the class today. So people are a little bit slow to come back, but I know it'll get bigger and bigger as we get into September. Over here in the UK, kids are just going back to school, so everyone's schedules are changing slightly, parents, grandparents, etc. I want to say hello and good morning to Carlin Hawkren. Hello, Carlin, lovely to see you. And yes, thank you. I had a really good break this summer. I did take the whole summer off doing live streams, and I have to say it was really good. It helped me kind of focus slightly better on what I want to do with this channel, where I want us all to go to. So thank you very much, and thank you for your donation, Carlin. Very much appreciated. Good morning to Robin Newcomb. Hello, Robin. Lovely to see you. I hope your back feels better after today's session. Hello to Josie Briggs. Josie, lovely to see you, and thank you very much for your donation. Carol Neath, hello to you. Thank you very much indeed for your donation. Hello to Yvonne. Apparently there's some problem with my voice. I don't know what that is. I will check my microphone later. Okay, I'm just seeing, sorry, I'm just looking at the conversation about my voice. Hopefully you did get to hear me. Julie Allen, oh, you didn't have any issues at all. Thank you for that, Julie. Much appreciated. Hello to Leslie Mattin. Hi, Leslie. You're just back from your class. Lovely to see you. And enjoy the class when you do it next. Thank you for the donation on Ko-fi. Hello to Belinda. Josie says, a great session. Thank you. Feel all stretched and relaxed after this. Thank you very much indeed, Josie. Sandy McClure. Hi, Sandy. Thank you very much indeed for your donation. Lovely to see you here. You still can't find a lovely stretch. Oh, obviously stretching is not your favourite thing, is it, Sandy? Excuse me a second. Yes, I know, Sandy, you struggle with the stretches, don't you? But I think maybe, excuse me, everybody. I've got the heating on, and every time I have heating or air conditioning, my throat gets a little bit sore. I think it's all the talking and exercising at the same time. But anyway, Sandy, one day we will find you a lovely stretch. Maybe, Sandy, maybe you are stretching too far and it's not comfortable for you. It's a really difficult thing, stretches, and I have worked with a lot of people that don't like stretching. And I think it's because it's a different sensation, isn't it? It's a strengthening work. And I think my key thing with stretching, and I know I do say it a lot, but I want to emphasize it, is you really want to be thinking about finding a gentle pull. That's why I call it a lovely stretch, Sandy, because it's about finding that gentle pull in your body, not any kind of excruciating pain or discomfort. So maybe, Sandy, don't stretch so much. Make the stretch smaller, less intense, and see if that makes it a little bit more lovely than it was. Let me know what you think. Jeanette, hello to you, Jeanette. Lovely to see you. Jeanette says, thank you. That was such a great class for the back. I found it a really soothing pace to do too. Thank you very much, Jeanette. That's lovely to hear. Caroline says, morning everyone and welcome back, Rachel and Cohen. Hope you've enjoyed your summer break. Today's session was great. I really enjoyed it, just right for easing back in again after the summer. Oh, I'm so pleased to hear that. Carol, thank you very much. That was exactly what I wanted to do. So I'm really glad it landed well with you. Thank you for sharing and lovely to have you back. Robin says, that felt good. Some clicking in my back and neck. So I think my back will feel better. Have a nice weekend, everyone. I didn't have any sound problems, but now have buffering problem. Grr. Yeah, sometimes everyone, when you've got that problem, Kerwin is the expert, not me, but I'm just reading what his suggestions are. Sometimes it's about you having to refresh your screen, because a lot of people, as he reminds me to do it, you know, a lot of people have, you know, YouTube on their laptop and they never refresh or upload or upgrade the app on their phone, that kind of thing. So think about, you do need to refresh things sometimes, because we do all the checks at this end. So for example, before we broadcast, Kerwin, who is a technical expert, he will come over. We've got the fastest broadband you can get in the UK, direct into the laptop, direct into a very high quality camera, and that goes off to YouTube. So there's no issue with it at our end with it going out, and I can see my microphone levels above because I have a little screen that shows me what's working. But sometimes it's at your end, you've got to refresh your screen. Oftentimes people don't turn their computer off, so sometimes restarting your computer, it can be as easy as that. But there we go. Who else have we got? We've got Life of Jeannie. Hello, how are you? Delia. Hello, Delia. Delia says, great to have you back. Such a fab session. My back feels stretched and strengthened. I'll do this often for maximum benefits. Your skin looks gorgeous. What's your secret? Oh, bless you. Thank you very much. Well, very good lighting. I've got a light in front of me, which does help everybody. But I've always looked after my skin. Partly it's genetics. My mother had very, very, very good skin. So I think part of it is genetics. But I would say, Delia, the secrets are drink lots and lots and lots of water. That really does make a difference, because if you're dehydrated, your skin will look dull and it will look dry. So that helps. Wear an SPF. I've actually got an SPF on. You can see I'm quite shiny, partly because I'm hot, but I wear an SPF every single day on my face and my neck to look after my skin, and that's a factor 30. If I go on holiday, I put 50 on my face. If I'm going somewhere where the sun is strong, it's not that strong in the UK most of the time. And I just make sure that I always follow my routine of moisturizing, toning, and cleansing, toning, and moisturizing my skin. And of course, I do eat as I eat for my skin as well. So I eat a lot of really good fats, avocados. I do eat fish, so I will have salmon. I eat nuts. I eat lots of things that are really good for the skin. So I hope that helps. And thank you very much, Delia. That's very kind of you. Jane Rose says, thank you for a great start to my first week in my 60s. Happy birthday, Jane. I'm realizing the importance of regular strengthening and toning exercises as I enter a new decade. Well, Jane, I think we should sing you happy birthday, shouldn't we? Let me just clear my throat. Are you ready? Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Jane, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jane. And you know what? You are not far behind me, and I can tell you your 60s is wonderful. It's all about taking care of you, okay? So one of the things that you mentioned, regular strengthening, yes, very important. What I was mentioning earlier, so Jane, you are now 60 plus, well 60 just about. You want to be looking at 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of your weight. So work that out and try and incorporate that in your meals. And there's some very good tables and things like that you can look at, but I realise it's a lot more protein than we think. But there are ways to get it in. I actually use things like hemp seeds and stuff to add to salads and things like that to get the extra protein in. I also have a recipe that I do, which is a sort of mid-morning chia seed bowl that I put hemp protein powder in. And stuff like that. But really you need to increase your protein, Jane, keep your bones strong, and get lots of strengthening work. And I love the fact that you're celebrating, because you should be. It's wonderful. So welcome to your 60s, Jane. Julianne's just donated on Ko-fi. Thank you very much indeed, Julie. Belinda says, oh, all good now after a refresh. Yes, well done, Belinda. Martine de Kerpel says, it was easy and not. I did the other version on that side roll down, which was too heavy on my pelvic floor, but I do not get a stretch after these back extensions by rolling down. I have not C-curve then. I need to roll over my legs as in butterfly. That makes sense to me, Martine. So you do what works for you, because that's why I always say, everyone, you know, I'm here as your guide, I'm here as your coach, but the most important thing is to listen to your own body. And if you find yourself doing something and it really doesn't feel right for you, you're right, it's not right for you. So think about how you can adapt it. Do listen to my cues, because I try and think about you all when I'm teaching and offer alternatives to the movement or to exercising the muscles that we're working on in a certain exercise, so you can make it work for you. All right, so that said, I'm so happy to be with you all today. Thank you for joining me. Time is up now, so I'm going to go off and have my cup of coffee and get working on your next playlist. But I'll be back on Monday, 4 p.m. UK time, and that will be Pilates for clicking hips, clunky hips. All right, so I will see you then. Take care and have a lovely weekend. Lots of love. Bye for now.